Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how to auto switch between two phones with Loopy SRT. If you're new to my channel, check out the other videos in this series because I've already done a lot of the groundwork to get you to this point. Okay, the first step is to open OBS and add a new Cam2 scene and source like in this example here. The only difference from part 5 is that the port number is now 4456. Next up, add a Cam1 plus 2 scene with Cam1 and Cam2 as nested scenes like in this other example here. This is your picture-in-picture scene and how I've set mine up, but you can rearrange them in whatever way works for you. The next step is to make the same port forwarding, firewall and VPN allowances you did in part 6 for port 4455 and apply them also to port 4456. To elaborate on what you'll be doing, when you broadcast with your primary streaming phone using port 4455, it's routed to the Cam1 scene in OBS, and when you broadcast with your second phone using port 4456, it's routed to the Cam2 scene in OBS. But at the moment we've only got the receiving end or OBS side of things sorted. Grab your second phone, not your primary streaming phone, then download and install an IRL app for whatever operating system it has, Android or iOS. Next, add a new connection or stream named SRT local using the same settings from part 5 except the port number of 4456. Test the connection, then do the same for SRT remote from part 6. Now all we're missing is the auto switching changes we need to make in Loopy SRT. Open the config file from part 7, then scroll down a bit to the multi-camera switch section. For multi-camera switch, replace false with true. If you were to try opening Loopy SRT, you'll get this test 8 error. Read through the message carefully, then back to the config file, and this line for media source 2, which is the Cam2 media source. Replace media source 2 with source Cam2. If you try opening Loopy SRT again, you get this test 10 error. Like before, read through the message carefully. Go back to the multi-camera switch section where you'll find title scene 1, which is your Cam1 scene. Replace main with scene Cam1. Title scene 2 is your Cam2 scene. Replace main 2 with scene Cam2. Then title scene 1-2, which is your Cam1 plus 2 scene. Replace main 1 plus 2 with scene Cam1 plus 2. Done. This time around, Loopy SRT should have switched OBS to your starting scene, and this is good. Let's do a couple checks to make sure everything's working. Start and stop a broadcast from one phone, then the other, and both at the same time. Loopy SRT should handle the automatic scene switching between all 3 scenes for you. Pretty cool, right? And it should work whether you're on SRT local or SRT remote. Troubleshooting. Make sure WebSocket server in OBS is checked or enabled. Check for typos in the config file. In OBS, check the source Cam1 port is 4455 and the source Cam2 port is 4456. Make sure port forwarding has been set up properly for both ports 4455 and 4456 and that your VPN and firewall software aren't blocking the connection. Just do what you did in part 6 to get the SRT remote connection for port 4455 to also work for port 4456 and you should be good to go. Finally, make sure you're using the correct connection, SRT local or SRT remote for both phones and you don't mix and match connections. And with that, you have enabled automatic scene switching for a 2-phone setup using Loopy SRT. In the next video, I'll be showing you a few ways to improve your live stream bandwidth with connection bonding. You'll find that video right over here. Please do the thing and the other thing because the algorithm. Thanks for watching. See you next time.